This is Damon Stevens from Fund Wealth Builders, and today is Wednesday, September 29th, 2021, and we are getting close to the end of the month. And looks like we'll be closing down this month for once in a long time. So let's get right into it and talk about what's going on in the market and see how we're trading this thing. If you've not subscribed or you're looking for ideas every day, please subscribe to our channel, and that way we can continue bringing this content to you. Dow Jones was up basically 0.26%, NASDAQ down 0.24%, and S&P 500 closed 0.16%. So pretty well, overall flat, but you can see here, made these nice little, basically, a double bottom almost, didn't quite make it, but it looks like that's what we're trying to do here and attempt. And if we do fall through, for example, the S&P 500, we fall through this 435 or 4350 level, it's a good opportunity for a short. Same with NASDAQ. If it drops below that 14,500, again, got opportunities for shorting this market if it's continuing to get down and does not bounce from here. So again, we remain at critical support levels for a downturn. And so, some of the stocks, some of these areas were down 5% now. So, it's possible we could come down another 5% if we remain in the current trend that we're headed. If you're looking at the overall market, you can see that the tech is kind of having everything kind of sucked out of it. So the FANG stocks overall were down today. You can see that healthcare and utilities were really actually fairly strong today. So that's really where the money was flowing into. So it's kind of flowing out of tech right now, something to be aware of. And energy, utilities, and healthcare seem like they're doing better. If you look at China, you see China did pull back. We were red across the board overall. We were kind of mixed today, but you still see that China is still, red tonight as we're going into this after hours. So something to be aware of, that we could possibly have another down day unless we bounce off these critical levels. And we'll get into the charts and take a look at them more specifically. But off here, I mean, you had GROM, PALT, and FAMI. So FAMI was a multi-day trade earlier, but then it pulled back. It came off my list because it dropped below the 200. But looks like it tried to do a rally again today. So GROM, it was a quick pop, so not a whole lot. If you didn't catch this early, you pretty much missed the whole thing. The low was $1.77, high 673. But you can see it just faded off today, almost retraced it entire amount. Don't expect this is going to pop again. I could be wrong, but I'll keep it on for the rest of this week, but I don't think this is going to stay on there. Tesla, gave us a nice run up to that 800 mark, pulled back and tried to rally back up today. So we closed at 780.81, but Tesla's providing opportunities every day again. So we want to take advantage of those, see if we can get up to that 800. If the market continues down, though, just be careful. More likely, we're going to come back down and retest the 200 moving average down here around the 779. If we break that, we can go a lot lower. So just be real careful and make sure you're locking in profits on a daily basis if you're scalping or day trading this stock. Neon's another one that spiked up. This one didn't hit this particular scanner in the morning, but we got it on another scanner later. So Neon. So you see here the low was 740, the high was 1240, and then it's pretty well flat, pulled back just below the 100, but above the 200. We'll see if this gives us another run. It didn't retrace the whole thing. We have this gap here that I shaded out here just to watch to see if we do retrace that whole thing. Just need to make sure we don't break down lower, otherwise this will be coming off our list. So watching that in the morning again for continuation move. UFAB. It pretty much pulled down. It was down as low as 292 before rallying back up at 389 at the end of the day. So don't know if any of you caught this. You had to be in on it, quick. As soon as it broke the level in the morning, that was your entry in. If you did, make sure you lock profits. We are flat. This could pop up in the morning, so I'm gonna be watching this in the morning. But you know, with the momentum it has right now, and with the market, unless we have some strength in the morning, this may just fade away. So we'll watch that again for a morning play. Virgin Galactic SPCE had a nice bump after hours, so some great news. So you can see this is basically a news pop. So that could fade tomorrow, or you know, it could, you know, this could be a momentum to write it up, possibly closer to, you know, $27, $28. So going to see if this is going to give us a pop in the morning. So watching this one, this is more my number one right now, just to see what this is going to do. Again, Thursday though, I have other trades here, and I'll talk about those. But you know, I'm going to have a long list on Monday for watch, and I really got to watch the SPY. You got to watch the SPY and the VIX to see, you know, what direction they're going to take us as far as the market overall. So this is Tesla. You can see here on an intraday chart, you had a little pullback, and this is kind of the ride we've had, you know, over the last several days. So you can see that here's where we peaked out, and we've just been choppy the whole time. So you got to be really careful here. You know, where is this going to take us? It's hard to say, but if we can get it back above VWAP, we could, you know, go from, you know, 780 up to close to that 800 again. If we don't, then we're probably going to pull back here, possibly down here to the 772 level. DVN was another one. This was a late catch on my part, so didn't really get on this one. It was not, you know, a huge boom, but you know, if you looked at FinViz, you can see that energy was a hot commodity the last few days here of trading this week. So 35.17, 36.03, so not a huge amount, but if you caught some of this, then you know, we did well. CVX, Exxon, all those, you know, have had a huge pop. See if they held out, and you know, obviously you're seeing gas prices go up too, so something to be aware of. But here's our earnings tomorrow before opening. You know, at pre-market, we'll be looking at CarMax, Bed Bath & Beyond, Paychex, and McCormick's. So those are the ones I'm watching for, you know, either a pre-market trade or, you know, if they have good earnings, you know, or volatility, we'll be trying to trade these at the open as well. First half hour of the day is the plan. GameStop, it's kind of pulled back below the support level. This big breakup candle is still chasing down that. So we have another support level down here at 165 that we may be meeting here soon. Moderna pulled back second day, just under the 50. Still in channel though, so as long as we hold over 360, we should be able to pop back up there hopefully. And Novavax, same thing, pulling down or below the 100. You know, the 200 is right below, so hopefully we can hold the support level right at the tip of yesterday's low. So hopefully we can hold that and pop back up over the resistance level at 211. BNTX flat today, you know, closing flat at the bottom of yesterday's low. So we got to see if we can hold that, hopefully not break down lower, because if we do, we're going to 252, and if we break that level, 225 is the 200 moving average. The dollar moved up, popped up here. So you can see here, we're just at $94. So we haven't been there for a while. See here, if we go back, last time we were $94 was November 2020. So a high for the year. So we'll see where that takes us. We got resistance here at 94.42, just barely under that, holding under that. So we'll see what the dollar does the rest of this week here. VIX still above 20, so still a lot of volatility, dragging down the market slowly at this level. We got to get below 20 down that support level if we want to get the market moving again. But it's holding today, a little volatile today, but in it pretty well flat. So got to see what the rest of this week's going to be. It could be a very volatile week, so just be careful out there. SPY closed down almost at the lows from yesterday, or a little bit above it. So just be careful there. Triple Qs right above the 100. So right at the lows of yesterday. So we're holding support barely. Semiconductors smash mouth, so we were below the 100. So we're coming lower. So just keep an eye on that. That's going to drag down your chip makers and others. So just be careful there. Dow Jones is kind of a little flat. It's above the low yesterday. Part of this breakdown candle, we're kind of floating in there. So we'll see what the rest of this week brings. See if we either chase up that or if we break resist support down here at 342 and head lower. So IWM. So we're right at the support level of yesterday's, right at underneath the 100. So again, keep an eye on the movement to see if we're going to go lower or we're going to pop up back and try to recover here. Financials at the low of yesterday. So very consistent across the whole market, which means whatever direction the market's going on some of these indexes, it's kind of probably drag the rest of it with it. Again, if you look at gold, right at support of yesterday and prior. Silver's very weak, coming down towards 21. Bitcoin is flat from yesterday's low. Ethereum flat, and XRP flat. So obviously, market's trying to find some direction here, and there's a lot of negative news out there, a lot of decision points with the government possibly shutting down, the stress that's going over with Taiwan and China, and everything else that's going on in the world that's making people raising the fear levels a little bit. So just something to be aware of, and make sure you're not that you're managing your risk levels well. If you're 100% in the market, I just consider whether you want to take some profit out or not. Some people that I'm working with, we're pulling out at least half of our money out to cash out of our long-term portfolios. If it goes up, you continue making money, but if it drops, you have opportunity to buy back in. If you stay where you're at, you're just gonna have to ride the whole wave, either direction. So there's a lot of risk right now. So just decide what you want to do. It's not financial advice, but just be careful out there as we're in this critical spot right now. And stay safe out there. We'll update you tomorrow. Watch the scanner, watch the VIX, watch the SPY for direction in the market. And if it's choppy, just be careful with your trades if you're day trading or scalp trading, because it can chew up your account really quick. So just be careful out there tomorrow, and we'll talk tomorrow night.